Dinner's to be ready.
And we are live. We are live on YouTube, just for all of you that were curious.
I'll bring your corn dogs out.
All right, Chris, go ahead and start sharing your screen.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, hold on. Something went south for me. Sorry.
That's okay.
Thought I was ready, but I guess I wasn't. Share screen. And Zoom just did something weird. It minimized and now I can't seem to get it to not.
It's been doing that to a lot of
Here
folks.
we go.
It's been
I
doing
think I
that to
got
a
it
lot of
now.
folks. You got it? Okay. I actually had that happen to me in front of a large meeting the other day, and I was like, okay, well.
Okay. So
And
anyone who can't hear me or not see my screen, please speak up, even though if you can't hear me, you don't know I'm talking.
You
Should see
sound,
RMMFI and Retro too.
yep, we can hear you loud and clear and see it. And I believe, Patrick, are you doing the timekeeping too? Yep. Okay. So Patrick's going to be timekeeping. So feel free to start whenever you're ready.
Okay, away we go. I'm not going to start with the elevator pit. I'm not doing an elevator pitch. Rather, I'm doing an elevator pit. An elevator pit is a 6 to 8 foot deep area beneath the lowest level of a building. It's where some of the elevator components are housed. The pit pictured here is in a building that was completed in 2013. It was 6 years old when I took this picture. There's my shoe. Seriously, this elevator pit suffers from a common problem in elevator pits, and that is standing water. Water intrusion always leads to rust, corrosion, and efflorescence, all of which will eventually result in equipment failure. And that's why we are here. Our mission is to find and apply solutions that can extend the life of an infrastructure asset such as this. And who are we? We're Hardware Solids. I'm Chris Russo, the owner. The name Hardware Solids means hard wearing solid solutions, chemically engineered solutions that are specifically designed to extend the life of infrastructure components. I founded Hardware Solids as the alternative to replacing facility assets, which can be very expensive. We can save you time and money, so call us and cover your assets. Hardware Solids has been in business since 2017, and it's time for us to grow. So here's the plan for that growth. The plan begins with the strategic goal of improving market reach, expanding the client base, and improving operation efficiency. The tactics to accomplish that rely heavily on a marketing platform subscription and my own efforts. The immediate set of tasks is to get started with the marketers by providing content and direction, and to join a couple of widely recognized trade organizations. These efforts will lead to the short-term goals. Part of the marketing platform includes a CRM that I intend to populate with trade membership contacts and my own current client list. In addition to the CRM, the platform tracks the marketing KPIs, to which I will add operations and financial KPIs, leading to my long-term goals of increasing sales conversions, analyzing and improving the business processes. So now for the reality check, the money. These charts show two projections, a baseline and an ideal. The baseline is the least desirable outcome of the plan previously summarized. Both charts share in common these average costs. The cost of goods sold includes labor and a weighted average across 5 variable revenue sources. Both charts also share a constraint that prevents cash on hand from dipping below $25,000. This is to cover unanticipated costs and taxes. An example of ensuring cash on hand, which I currently implement in my business, is to require 50% upfront on services or to require a purchase order. The baseline projection allows for a small owner draw of $8,400 a year, while ideal projection allows for a modest owner draw of $33,400 annually. Capital needs are expenses necessary to carry out the plan. The following shows expenses over the next 120 days. The total of these expenses is $15,000, which ideally will be financed by SBA loans and grants, by venture capital, by angel investors, by personal savings, and of course, by family and friends. I mean, where would we be without those guys? Infrastructure is everywhere around us. It's an essential part of our lives and livelihoods, and it demands maintenance. I see that as an opportunity for hardware solids. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. That was amazing.
Yeah, good job, Chris.
Great
Bro,
work.
how am I supposed to present now?
Awesome.
How are any of us supposed to present now?
I know, right? He stole the show.
Oh,
Cool. Next, we're going to move to Brandy. And so Patrick's going to drop in the chat. Oh,
Actually, I think I did the wrong. I did Siobhan, I want to say.
that's okay. We had a last minute change right before
Okay.
class. So you did it right. And I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let me change.
I'm on there twice if you're looking at the first email.
Yeah.
So who are we doing?
Brandy Smith.
Here.
And Brandy, are you there? I'm actually not sure if I even see Brandy on here. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing Brandy and she didn't answer. So we will go to our next person, who is Elaine.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi. And then Elaine, give us just a second. We're going to drop your link.
Oh, sure. I just want to make sure I can get it up and share.
Yes. Yep, it's up.
Okay, yeah, but I've got to find the thing first. There we go. Is it up now?
It is. You just have to get into presentation mode.
Right. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay. I think everybody has your link. It's in the chat, so we're good to go. Go ahead and get started.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Elaine O'Glennis, and the name of my business is Health Information and Patient Advocacy Associates. And I offer the services of patient advocacy and navigation and health information management consulting. The things that I have to do before I can launch the business, before the end of boot camp, what is it I have to do? I have to do a press release for social media. That is in process and should be done by next week. I need to join Campaign Zero Speakers Bureau, which is a patient safety speakers bureau. I need to complete the Boomers Leading Change Patient Navigation Certification. I need to complete the advocacy process on one test client at no charge. And I think as of today, I have obtained my test client. So by the next 3 months, what I want to do is I want to complete 2 initial assessments in private inpatient advocacy and do 2 health information management consults. I want to obtain medical chronology software for the medical record retrieval. The next 6 months, I want to complete 4 initial assessments and 2 full projects, and then add 2 additional health information management consults. I want to complete the Certified Senior Advisor Education and Certification and register with Weld and Larimer County as professional guardian. 12 months from the end of boot camp, I want to have 6 full projects, 4 clients on a monthly retainer, and 4 monthly HIM consultations. And then I want to seriously consider adding guardianship services to my book of business. So my KPIs or KSIs is pretty typical as far as the financial things. Marketing, requests for information, and number of speaking engagements. Operations, the number of phone consultations, number of initial assessments. Financial, gross revenue, of course, per month, and net profit per month. But more importantly, what are my clients' success KPIs or KSIs? The number of clients that I've accompanied to treatment per month, the total number of patient medical bills that have been adjusted, the monthly number of second opinions received by clients, the monthly client medical records retrieved and committed to chronology. My average revenue, my products and services, my services in patient advocacy is initial assessment, full project, and monthly retainer clients. In consulting, it's health information management and advocacy, privacy, and contact tracing for businesses. The average sales price, the total project is at about $3,000, $1,500 of it, which is the initial paid assessment, and consultation $2,000. At break even for advocacy is 3 initial assessments and 1 full project and 2 consultations. And at break even, the average monthly revenue forecast is $6,500. The cost of goods sold is a little bit different because this is a consultation business, and so it's pretty negligible. It's $280, and you can see there that I put the information about pre-launch, and ongoing fixed cost is including the owner's draw, et cetera, is $6,130. So at break even, my average monthly revenue is $8,000. Cost of goods sold again is $280, and I figured at break even it's about 79%, with a $1,590 left over for the business. The length of the cash flow cycle, in advocacy, the payment is prior to the provision of services, and in the consultation, it's 15 days from invoice. The cash on hand to pay the bills is personal finances, personal loan, and what you do with net profits is personal reserves. The major costs that I've identified came right off of my Retro 1. And these are the things that I've already done to launch my business. And it was self-funded at $74.80. We are your navigator through the healthcare storm.
Amazing job, Elaine.
Thank you.
Woo, good job. That was awesome. Way to
Busy
go.
typing comments. I had to like unmute so I could celebrate.
Yeah, it's hard to function between all of the different tools.
I have to put a plug in. The little animation is done by my son, and he said he'd do one for anybody that wants one.
Oh, that's awesome. You have to send out his email to us, so because he's probably going to get a lot of calls now. Awesome. We are going to go to Siobhan next, and then after Siobhan, we will have Brandy go. Brandy is joining us.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 1, 2, there we go.
Awesome. Thank you, Patrick. So he dropped into the chat her link. And then Siobhan, if you want to go ahead and start, get the screen up ready for you to share.
Yes, sorry.
You're
1
fine.
second.
Did it move on you too?
It did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
It's
it's
been
asking me to leave the meeting, so hold on.
okay. No
Should
problem.
only take a second.
It's been doing that a lot lately.
Okay, let me, oh no, what is going on? This is exciting. Okay. So we'll start with that. Can everybody see that screen?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Okay. Can everybody see the PowerPoint? We're good? Good to go?
Yep, we can see it. You're great to go. Go ahead and get started.
Awesome. Okay, so my name is Siobhan Boyd, and I am the owner and pastry chef of Sweets by Siobhan, located in Denver, Colorado. Sweets by Siobhan provides high quality, one-of-a-kind custom cakes and classic desserts for all kinds of occasions, from weddings to holidays, birthday celebrations, family dinners. Anywhere that you want something a little bit extra, my motto is, I can do that for you. I've been in business since 2007. This is kind of a side hustle thing for me that has turned into a full-fledged business. So going over the next stages of my business and where I'm wanting things to go, there's some specific situations that have to take place in order for that to work the way I planned it. First, it'll be continuing with my social media marketing and making sure that I get back to amping that up. I've kind of taken a break from it, so that's something that I'm going to have to go push back to relaunch my brand. The other thing is going to be obtaining bulk suppliers. Right now, I work with a local company, and that's fine. But as I continue to ramp up my business again, in order to cut costs and keep things manageable, I will need to obtain those. Purchasing branding and marketing items for events is another huge deal for me. Table covers, walls for my tent for farmers markets, things like that. Also, obtaining contracts with a local commissary kitchen is going to be important so that I can stop operating under cottage law, which also takes me into getting my wholesaler and retail license. So my management strategy over the next 12 months is pretty simple. Again, the social media part is going to be huge, making sure that I get my name out there again, making sure that people understand that I'm still open for business. I'm still doing as much as I was. The licensing is going to be important for me because I want to stop operating under cottage law. I want things out of my house. So that's imperative. The next 4 to 6 months, the bulk supplier is going to come into play, making sure that I have the right people in the right spots so that I can get that done appropriately and I have a trustworthy supplier. Working my farmers markets is going to be another big deal right now. Those are scheduled to be once a month from May to October. So that's going to be a huge part of the strategy for ramping up my business, getting my name back out there. And then further out from that, 6 to 12 months, I am hoping to start working on my large scale retail and wholesale orders, selling my products to other small businesses, restaurants, bars, and grocery stores, things like that. So some key indicators of my success, they look a little different than what some people may think of when they think of desserts and money and things like that. So 50% or more of active inquiries converting to sales. So to me, what that means, what I'm calling an active inquiry, are people that I'm actually having a conversation with in regards to what their project is, what it is that they're needing. Because I advertise on social media, I get a lot of people that reach out one time, hey, I'm wondering if you're available for a cake on Friday. And then that's all I hear from them. So I don't consider those people active. As far as operations, for me, time is money. Every single second I spend creating someone else's vision cuts into my bottom line. So keeping to time schedules for my orders is going to be a really, really big deal in making sure that I am in line to be successful. With that, I'm also focusing on scheduling, making sure that I am not overburdening myself with orders, and making sure that the orders that I put out come back with 4 to 5 star reviews on my social media platforms. We live in a generation where people are really, really reliant on those reviews, and that drives revenue. So, and financially, keeping my average sale price between 85 to 125, which is combined products, things like that, is also going to be super important for my growth and making sure that I'm doing things the right way. So some of my financial assumptions based on the workbook. So I have two different products, and because I have 2 different products, my price varies wildly, right? They're very, very different. So between the two, from my lowest dessert item up to my highest dessert items, which are going to be wedding cakes, dessert buffets, things like that, it's averaging about $87.50 per sale. With beverages, I usually sell 4 or more because people like to pay in round numbers. So the average beverage sale is going to be $20. Monthly, right now, I'm doing about 16 desserts in that range and about 18 beverage sales at $20 per sale. So that means that my monthly revenue forecast is about $17.50 right now. So my cost assumptions, with what I have here, cost of goods sold at the 16 dessert items and the 18 beverage items, the monthly cost of goods sold forecast is going to be $568.97. I went with the monthly average because my cost per unit spans from $1.65 on a hot chocolate bomb all the way up to $107 on a dessert buffet. So just to give you guys a little bit of background on why this number is here, and I didn't use the units. So my immediate fixed costs include my marketing, my insurance that I need to be able to work at public events. I do pay an accountant to do my taxes every year, so I stretched out her fee over 12 months. Utilities, internet, phone, tools, my website, licensing, lease on a commercial kitchen, etc. So it comes out to $737. Okay, so I think I'm over my time. I apologize. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going. You're
Okay.
almost there, so keep going.
Okay. Alrighty, so for my profit margins, my net gross, I'll let you guys look at those. You can read them there. And my break-even point with those numbers that are listed means that at 62% of my projected sales, that's where I will break even in my worst case scenario. But that break-even point can be reached sooner if my ticket sales are higher. Okay, so in order to maintain my cash flow cycle, my current policy is what's listed there. 100% of my orders that are under $100 are to be paid in full at the time of booking. And then if they're over $100, it's 50% at time of booking and 50% 5 days prior to the due date. This ensures that I will always have the money on hand to complete whatever orders I decide to take. Making sure that my marketing is consistent and my products are the highest quality when they leave the door is also very important for my business. It makes sure, because my items end up at parties, social events, things like that, and every single one of those people is a potential customer. And then strategy for what I intend to do with my net profits, I plan to put those back into my business in the form of more farmers markets, wedding expos, product development. So My immediate capital needs are going to be in the world of my branding and marketing materials, the licensing that's necessary in that commercial kitchen contract, which is going to get us to about $2,800. My funding sources are from all over: profits from my sales, my regular job, small business loans, RMFFI loans, and grants if I can get them. So that's me, and I appreciate everybody's time. Thank you. I'm sorry I went over.
No, awesome job.
Yay, Siobhan.
Yeah, great work.
Good job, Siobhan.
Good job.
Next, we are going to have Brandy go. And Brandy, feel free to start sharing your screen while Patrick works on dropping the link. Actually, oh, I see you did it, Patrick. So Patrick just dropped the link into the chat. And we will have Brandy share about her business. You all are doing so great, by the way. Like, I am so impressed with everybody's just like numbers and how much effort you put in. So keep up the good work. Y'all are killing it. Brandy, we can see your slides too, just so you know. So they did come up.
Sorry, I'm trying to get there. Give me 1 second here.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to let you know we can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah, everything kind of popped up and messed up, and give me 1 second here.
That's the virtual life.
Oh my God, it sucks. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to go into it this way. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm sorry.
You're totally fine. Everybody's getting a chance to finish up Siobhan's feedback.
Okay.
So that's okay. And yeah, I'm just reading all of the chats right now. Everybody said that Siobhan, you're making them hungry with those pictures. They were very appetizing.
Good thing.
Yeah.
My inbox is open.
You're like, call me. Myra just said, my birthday's in July. I can't wait to order my cake from you.
Like, I'm here for it. So whenever you're ready, I'm here. Just let me know. We'll figure it out.
Can you see my screen?
Yep, we can see your screen.
Okay, let's try this down. This little bar thing up top is messing me up. Come on.
Oh, that was fancy.
Thank you. Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Brandy Smith. I'm the owner and founder of Justice Never Sleeps Keepsakes. When I unexpectedly lost my dad to a sudden and tragic loss, I started looking for custom keepsakes, not only to celebrate and remember his life, but also to help with my own healing process. My mission and focus is on providing high quality memorial products and extremely competitive prices while maintaining the highest level of customer service with a personal touch as someone who has firsthand experience and satisfaction to all my customers during their difficult times. My launch strategies, these are my tasks that I still need to get done, which would be, of course, the bank accounts, set up payment policies, all of that, purchasing resources and supplies constantly throughout, regardless if startup or not, identify sales and distribution channels and software. My management ongoing strategy, and the first to 3 months, I want to gain 20 new customers each quarter through targeted Google placements and Facebook marketing. 4 to 6 months, I am going to do smarter choices by correcting my ad placements that are not working, creating 6 new products by reducing my overhead costs. 6 to 12 months, I want to gain community buy-in and build customer base by engaging in community events such as celebration of life events or memorial events, anything like that has to do with remembrance. These are my key success indicators. My marketing, I want to do 20% of increase converted to sales. Operation KPIs, 96% rate with a 5-star review. And my financial KPIs, I'd like to be at about 80% gross per margin, and that's the way the numbers are indicating so far. My revenue assumptions. I just did this on one of my products because I have multiple. So I picked the best selling lately, which was the keychain. The average sale price for that is $22.68. Assumption of monthly sales would be around 70 after my startup month. Average monthly revenue for that will be $1,512. Okay, so my cost of goods sold, again, this is just on the keychain, would be, it cost me $1.07. My sales per month, of course, again, is assumption is 70. My average monthly cost for COGS, this is my worst case scenario. If my current supplier falls out or anything like that, with shipping and everything included, is $74.83. And then I have my fixed costs over here, which is website, my owner draw, my insurance, utilities, and my inherent expenses. Here are my profit assumptions. So my gross net profit, again, on the keychains would be an average monthly revenue of $3,267. Average cost of goods is $74.48. My gross profit would then be, of course, the $15.13. Monthly net profit forecast is $1,164. To keep break even, I would only have to sell 10 of these keychains to break even. Oh, that one messed up. That one didn't show up. So I'm just going to kind of go willy-nilly on the profit assumptions. Sorry for the next slide. Let me see if I can remember what I had on there. So my cash flow strategies is going to be length of cash flow cycle is 50% deposit down. It will be at the time of order, of the time that they order, and it is non-refundable. Strategy to ensure enough cash on hand to pay the bills. Because I have a very low cost of goods, I would only have to make and sell 10 just of one of my products to break even for the month. Strategy for what to do with any net profit. I will reinvest it back into the business for new equipment and also to design new products. Okay, now we're to my capital needs. My website design is around 200. My brochure and business card printing is, I guess, about 100. Improvements to the chosen location is around 3. My printer that I need is around $8,000. Supplies for all of them would be around 200. And of course, my personal investment, the RMMIF loan and friends and family and grants is how I plan on getting funding. I encourage you to please go to my website to learn more and start your first order. And these are just some of the few items that I have that I make. Thank you.
Good job, Brandy.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Great work.
Sorry, I don't know what happened to that slide. I have no clue where it went to.
It's all good, girl. You came through with the nice graphics and the transition, so you good.
Yeah, that one kind of messed me up for a second. It's like, oh crap, what was that slide? Trying to remember all the questions.
Honestly, though, that's a really good learning lesson for everyone because, you know, me and my business, sometimes things happen. I'm very much on in the virtual space. And sometimes you just can't control things. So it's all about like, how can I keep going? And how can I just still show up and give the information that's needed? So you did great. You were like, hold on, let me get to my notes. And you shared with us what was missing. So really appreciate it. That was great, Brandy.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up, Charles?
Are y'all gonna, not you, Sydney, but everybody presenting tonight? Can we come to a group consensus next time that we're all doing animated slides? Because y'all are showing me up tonight. You know what I mean? Like,
Right? They showed up and showed out, huh? No, but everyone's slides are awesome though, too. It's also about the content as well. And that's what's impressive to me is everybody's content's awesome. Next up, we have Cedric. Cedric, you're there. I know I saw your name earlier, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. And everybody can see my screen, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
again.
All right, so Cedric's form has been dropped in the chat. Thank you, Patrick. We'll give everybody a second to finish up with Brandy's form, and we'll get started in a moment. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Cedric, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and take it away.
Sweet. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a good evening. My name is Cedric Bright. I am the owner and founder of Bright Moves Logistics. I am a professional moving company that helps residential and corporate customers move their goods from one location to another safely and efficiently. I offer all-inclusive services for relocations, including packing, loading, transporting, short and long distance moving with space planning and design. I think I'm one of the best options for anyone moving because I'm locally owned and people in, I would say in Colorado, especially Denver, they really support the locally owned businesses. I'm hungry. In my eyes, I am the best at what I do. I show up and I show out. The satisfaction of the customer is my number one priority. Behind that is my work ethic. So they're both unmatched compared to any other company. Next slide, please. 1 second. So my launch strategy, first thing is to complete RMM, get all the knowledge I need to help me become a better business guy. Post my website. I just launched my website, create social media accounts, purchase insurance. I recently purchased like small pads, so I just need to purchase a bunch of larger pads. My last registration fees I do need to pay is my certificate of good standing. So that's it. Next slide, please. First 3 months, complete 50 moves. I need moves. That's how I get paid. In the 6 months range, I want to complete 75 moves, generate 30 reviews with the 4.5 rating or higher, if not 5, of course. Have 4 to 6 regular, dependable contracted guys. I have a lot of friends that are independent contractors, so I hire them because they pretty much know what they're doing. 12 months, I need to complete 100 moves. I need to generate more leads with increased promotion and advertisement. And I also want to just, of course, establish Bright Moves as one of the best companies around. My marketing KSI is just have a steady 20% increase in jobs booked each month. Operations, I know it's hard to maintain a 5-star rating, so I'm gonna go 4.9, right under. No major complaints or damages to properties. My financials, I want to eventually establish a $350 minimum for the 2 hours. So that's basically me generating a weekly gross of $2,000 a week. Standardized fixed costs by having consistent equipment of the laborers. Next slide. 2-hour minimum is at an $80 rate. It's my current product or service. I have fixed service fees at $115, and my average move price is $580. and $15 at an average of 4 hours. These are all projections. I do want to do 17 moves per month. I think I'm more than capable of doing it. So my average monthly revenue forecast would be $8,700. Next slide, please. Thank you. Average cost of services performed, $160. It should be like $195 because my service fee is the $115. Like I said, I'm more than capable of doing the sales per month at 17. So 17 moves a month. The average monthly cost forecast will be $2,700. My projected monthly fixed cost would be marketing, insurance, equipment, and then my owner's draw back would be $4,500. So the fixed cost would be $5,200. Next slide, please. My average monthly revenue is $8,700. Cost of goods sold $2,700. The average gross profit $6,000. My safety net is $785. Again, these are projections, but I'm speaking it into existence, and I think I'm more than capable of handling it. And to break even, I just need 15 jobs a month. Next slide, please. My cash flow. I don't ask for much. I don't ask for a deposit. I just like I say, I show up and I show out, and I let my work do the best and let the customer know how hard I'm working. So I just ask for my payments to be due upon the move, the completion of the move, excuse me. My strategy is to ensure adequate cash, reserve all revenue, not pay for immediate costs for future job expenses. Next slide, please. The majority of my costs are ongoing fixed costs or variable costs, depending on the job secured. So my capital needs will really just be a truck. And I plan to get that within the 3 years, which will be $15,000 to $30,000, depending on the truck. I would explore my RMM loans, the other loan options to finance the truck. And that is it. I am Bright Moves and Logistics, the owner. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. I operate out of Denver, Colorado area. My website is now launched, so you can check me out. Thank you.
Hey, good job, Cedric.
Good job.
That was awesome.
Good job, Cedric.
Good job.
I could not tell you were nervous until you said something. So you did great. You did so good. And I heard everybody else in the chat saying this, but yes, manifest it, speak life into it. I love it. I love it. I do that all the time in my business. And I'm always shocked when I'm like, whoa, I did that. I accomplished that. So great presentation. While everybody's finishing up Cedric's feedback, we are going to get ready for Keisha. Keisha, you are next. Patrick went ahead and dropped her information into the chat. So I'm going to give a couple of seconds for everybody to finish up their thoughts on Cedric's feedback. And Keisha, you're there, right?
Yes, I'm here. Can you?
Okay, perfect. There you are. Oh, I like your background. Did you just add that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. I know, I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, where should I put my big head? I don't know.
Right. And I got this big old bun.
Your bun. Awesome. We'll go ahead and get started. Take it away, Keisha, whenever you're ready.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. Again, I'm Keisha. I'm the founder of Key Life Candles. And here I make it easy to balance an individual's emotional or mental imbalances. And that's just by them simply lighting one of my candles. My candles are definitely more than just a candle. And when a customer purchases one of my candles, they're unlocking tranquility, which will definitely turn their normal bath routines into healing sessions. Right now, there's no other candle company that offers color therapy. And my candles are here to settle that imbalance. Soon you will be able to purchase my candles online. However, the number above will be for inquiries. Next slide. My launch strategy. I have focused in on what keys I need to add to the key ring for unlocking the next door in my business growing. Starting with ensuring the legal matters are all taken care of by registering my business and applying for insurance. And then also taking care of a logo, but defining what that logo does mean for my brand. To ensure that my business does grow by the end of boot camp, I'm wanting to have at least one spa contact whom has tested my product and also provided feedback and wanting to further business along with us. Next slide. Okay, so welcome to the Key Life Vision Island. Within the next 3 months, I project that we have sold on average 225 orders, and that would be based on the quality of marketing that has been done and the positive feedback from the customers. Within the 4 to 6 month span, my consistent customers, they have created local buzz for my company, which has generated more orders. And so now I should be able to go ahead and open up US shipping for my website. And then within a 6 to 12 month span, I'm celebrating my 1 year anniversary by becoming a full e-commerce store and adding another collection to the category. Next slide. To turn my vision into a reality, I have found these KSIs to be my leading and lagging, and which I do plan to follow each week. This to ensure that my business does grow, but also give me insight on the pain points as well. In regards to the financial KSIs, showing that I have a 60% gross margin and a 45% net profit, I plan to maintain that number with keeping my fixed expenses and no higher than 18% of revenue. Next. For my revenue assumptions with Key Life candles, since they are sold at $14 and selling them $150 a month, I'm looking at $2,100 for forecast of revenue. Next. Based on my cost of goods, which is what's made to make my candles, I'm at $5.45. And so if I sell 150 candles a month, my average cost of goods should be at $817.76. And regarding my immediate fixed costs, and this is something that I feel that has to be done now prior to boot camp ending, I'm showing a total of $377. Next. To break even, I am showing a total of 21 candles does need to be sold per month. That does go ahead and provide my revenue or my monthly revenue at $2,100. But again, based on my cost of goods at $817.76, 21 candles would definitely break even. Next slide. To ensure that my cash flow assumptions goes the way that I'm planning, I am expecting my orders to be 100% paid for at the time of ordering and before they are receiving product. To make sure that I have sold at least to have cash on hand, I do need to make sure I have sold at least 24 candles, and that does cover my fixed costs each month. Money is going back into my business once I have got net profit, and that will be to have multiple lines for my brand and also add that towards of marketing that new line. Next slide. For the capital needs based on just management and the financial plan alone, I'm showing again a total of $377. And this is all that I feel that has to be covered prior to boot camp. And this would be for and I'm funding this through my personal investment and potentially through the RMMFI loan. Next. Again, I'm Keisha Frazier. Inquiries could be found at the number above. And thank you for your time.
Good job, Keisha.
Good job.
Great job.
Thank you,
Keisha.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
You did awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Keisha. We're going to have Anna go next. Patrick just dropped Anna's link into the chat, and we're going to give just a couple of seconds for folks to be able to finish up with Keisha's feedback. So Anna, are you there? You ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm never ready, but okay.
You're never ready, but you always show up. That's what matters.
You know me. I'ma do it. I'll do it. No,
Yep. That's really, when I was in college, I took speech, and I had a teacher once who, she was cool. She was like, you know what? You don't need to write anything for me. You don't need to do any of that unless that makes you comfortable. It's all about showing up. That's it. She's like,
Right.
show up and talk about what you know.
Right.
So I'm really excited to see your presentation, and for everybody that's gone and is going next.
Oh,
Y'all
and
are doing great.
Thank you for putting me down lower. You know, I was griping about that.
I know. I put her first last time. She said, don't do that to me again.
Just let me know when y'all ready.
All right, so go ahead and get started whenever you're ready.
All right, let me take a sip of water. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Anastasia Gresham, but I go by Anna. The name of my business is 1915 Settles. I'm doing revamped veganized soul food. The name comes from where I first learned to cook, which was my great-grandmother's our family home. And I just have a really passionate love for cooking. I'm doing veganized soul food just to create a healthier alternative for my community. And so, as you can see here, I'm located in the Denver metro area. I am working on my website now. As of right now, I am on Instagram and TikTok at Not Your Mama's Cooking. And if ever, as of right now, my business email is catbiz2020@gmail.com. Can you go to the next slide, please, Sydney? All right, so management launch strategy. I'm not going to read all that stuff because I'm like, the 20th person to go, so I'll get straight into my bullets here. So my management launch strategy is first and foremost creating content and marketing. You know, doing quick tutorials on TikTok, reels on Instagram, reaching out to influencers in the city, food blogs, etc. Obtaining my LLC, my EIN, securing my commissary kitchen, purchasing additional equipment such as this really nice juicer that I'm getting, a nice set, things like that, a sound financial plan, and also assuring myself that I am ready and I most definitely can achieve the official launch of my business. Next slide, please. Ongoing strategy. So for the first 3 months, obviously getting my LLC, my EIN, the commissary kitchen, and that content creation again. 4 to 6 months, proprietary recipes, my financial plan, additional certs. Proprietary recipes, I'm also looking to jump into ebooks. So that's where that comes from, having those recipes separate from actually the recipes that I'll be pumping out. And 6 to 12 months down the line, looking at a food cart or a food truck. Next slide. Key success indicators. So marketing KSIs, really briefly, myself and my business mentor, we touched on what I had put here, leads generated and my conversion rate. And he was like, it's nice that you put that, but girl, that is so hard to be able to track. So I put that there, but that will be changing after that conversation last night that I had. Operation KSIs, average sale amount, revenue growth rate, customer satisfaction. And lastly, my financial KSIs, gross profit margin, net profit margin, and accounts payable. Next slide, please. All right, so down to the nitty-gritty, revenue assumptions. So obviously with me cooking, I'll have more things in these 2 meals, but these are the 2 meals that I placed in my financial workbook. So that's what I'm gonna use as examples today. So I have my crab cake meal and my fried chicken meal, and I'm looking to have those be priced at $12 and $15 respectively. And combined, I'm looking at 400 meals. So that would be 400 meals for both of those. And I'm looking at an average monthly revenue forecast of $5 grand. Can you go to the next slide, please? All right, cost assumptions. So my COGS for my crab cake meal, looking at $5.94. COGS for my chicken meal, I'm looking at $8.70. Again, I'm looking at 400 meals for the month combined. Average monthly COGS forecast would be $951 for the crab cake meal and a little over $2 grand for the chicken meal. And the immediate fixed cost, that I'll be looking at is $150 for my equipment, $30 for insurance, Secretary of State registration, $50, retail food license, $50, and Google Voice at 30. So I'll be looking at a monthly fixed cost of about $310. Next slide, please. Profit assumptions. So my gross and net profit, I'm looking at an average monthly revenue of $5,000. Average monthly COGS is a little over $3,000. Average gross profit, looking at $1,960. And monthly net profit forecast, I'd be looking at about $1,650. And I forgot to input it here, but I did work out the numbers for my break even. If I just sell at least 85 meals for the month, I'll be fine. Next slide, please. All right, cash flow assumptions. So length of my cash flow cycle, I'm looking at a 1 to 2 day turnaround. My strategy to ensure enough cash on hand to pay my bills. I do have some money set aside to cover my monthly bills while getting my business off the ground and making sure that it's viable. And also I put this, I'm a single mother though, so if there's one thing that I do know how to do flawlessly is manifest monetary gains. And then a strategy for what to do with any net profits. First and foremost, pay myself 10% and then pump the rest back into my business. Next slide, please. All right, capital needs. So equipment, that's at $3,000. That's for this really nice juicer that I'm going to be obtaining, my knife set. Other than that, in between the commissary kitchen and my own personal equipment that I have at home, I basically have everything. The commissary kitchen, I'll be looking at around $720 a month to rent that space in there. Also, my legalities, such as, you know, my LLC, EIN, other certifications and licenses, that'll be at $1,000, and supplies will be at $1,000. When I say supplies, I'm meaning like my foodstuffs that I'll actually be cooking with. So that brings my total to $5,720. And of course, my funding sources, will be for my savings, personal funds, donations, the RMMFI loan, and if anybody else wants to give me money. Next slide. All right, so that's that. Once again, I'm Anna. My business is 1915 Settles. I put a little funny picture there. There's all my contact. And thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate you all.
Woo! Great work.
Thank you.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
So great.
Thank you.
So we are going to have Miss Sage go next. Really quick, how many more folks do we have, Patrick? I don't have the list right in front of me. 3? Okay. Really quick, I think everybody should take a 5-minute potty break, mainly because I have to take a 5-minute potty break. So I'm going to put on some music, get up, stretch. Actually, Sage, you want to, I don't know if you want to take a break, but do you want to lead the stretch again?
Oh, we could do that. I had set time to do that in my presentation, but we can do that now. It's totally fine. Because my presentation is like scraping this 6-minute line every time I've practiced it. So why don't we do that? Let's all, let me turn on my video.
Okay, and while you lead that, I'm gonna run to the restroom.
That sounds absolutely great. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Tamara Love, and my ceremonial name is Sage, and we're gonna do an exercise real quick during the break. My cat right now is really just very, very jealous because I am not paying all of my attention to her, but maybe she can join us for this. So for this exercise, we're gonna stand up and we're gonna stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. We're gonna take a deep breath in for 4 seconds. Hold it at the top for 4 and then release for 4 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and start a little chime for us, and you will hear the chime. And when you hear the chime, start breathing in and just hold for 4 seconds at the top. Get yourself settled, standing firmly with your feet on the floor, making sure that your posture is good, and inhale. Holding it at the top, becoming aware of any part of your body that's holding tension, and releasing. You can also choose to shake it out, especially if you've been sitting for a while. Shake out your legs, shake out your hands. She really is very jealous. You just don't have a concept of like this time is for something else, huh? It's okay. She didn't shake. I think it's a good time for me to take a quick break because I want to honor that we are given a break. So I will see you in just a few. I decided to share with you my Tibetan singing bowl until she comes back.
I'm here, but I want to hear your singing bowl before we get started. This is going to call everyone back.
Okay.
That was awesome. Thank you so much, Sage.
You're very welcome.
I needed that energy boost. Thank you. Thank you everyone for bearing with me. I was like, I gotta go to the restroom. Everybody stretch.
That's a good thing. We have to take breaks. We can't just keep pushing through.
No, yes.
Never good to just keep pushing through.
Awesome. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you, Sage, for giving us a pre-look into who you are and into your business. Patrick went ahead and just dropped in the chat Sage's form, so feel free to open that up and get ready. And Sage, whenever you're ready, I'm going to reshare my screen. You can go ahead and start your presentation.
Okay. Are you going to be, am I screen sharing? No, you got it. Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to do it. Because I have enough on my plate. I need helpers. All right, so I'm going to start with a chime where we're just going to do a centering breath, and we can stay seated for this, but it's a good way to begin. Take a deep breath. Breathing in light and healing energy and releasing anything that no longer serves. Hi, I'm Sage. That's my ceremonial name. I am a spiritual life coach and medicine woman dedicated to women's healing. I teach women how to engage in energetic womb healing through guided meditations, breath work, and visualizations that strengthen the mind's eye. My vision for the future is to offer women's healing circles for survivors of domestic violence, police brutality, and relationship trauma, which we often unknowingly hold deep in our womb space, and it can affect us for years, even decades, without us even realizing that it's there. As a coach, I work with clients one-on-one and help guide women towards those practices that resonate for you and can help you reach a higher level of satisfaction in all areas of your life by prioritizing the effect of spiritual practices on your overall well-being. My business is unique because I have an eclectic approach that blends elements of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jewish mysticism, Christianity, Wicca, paganism, the Yoruba tribe of Africa, and Native American spiritual practices, to name a few. Next slide, please. The crucial steps I must take in preparation for my launch are a combination of social media and in-person connections. Social media is a great way to reach out and attract people to my page, but potential clients need to meet me and hear what I have to say in order to feel confident and comfortable making a long-term commitment to work with me. In-person events are where I shine because I tend to make a strong impression and my energy speaks for itself. Plus, in-person connections give me the opportunity to learn about potential clients and determine for myself if the client is a good fit for my services. Next slide, please. I build strategy and evaluation into my business by using applications that automatically save and store info on my behalf, so I do not have to hand type every single thing. This frees my time to be spent doing what I am passionate about. Maintaining a Prayercraft community contact list, preparing and sending out Prayercraft community newsletter before the end of each month, highlighting the workshop and ceremonial offering of the month, and continuing to attend at least one Native American ceremony per month to observe how different leaders facilitate and handle difficult situations. Next slide. Key for me, I need apps that collect data for me, or they are not worthwhile investments, since my goal is to actually live my life, not sit all day every day at a computer. The number of contracted clients I have to meet or exceed is 5 to break even. It is my marketing on social media bringing me clients, how many from Facebook, Instagram, etc. How many women enrolled in and paid for my workshop of the month? If each workshop is 444, times that by the number of women equals my gross profit. Consider feedback from clients at the end of each term. What did I do well? What can I do better next time? And then once I launch a meetup group, am I drawing the right people to my meetup group? And once I start hosting ceremonies, I will count how many people are attending, how much money am I receiving? Is it enough, or do I need to raise my price? Next slide, please. Projected revenue. Different services include one-on-one coaching, workshops, and ceremonies. Workshops are $444 per person for a course that meets once a week on the same day for 4 weeks in a row. If I have 2 students, the net profit is $888 per workshop paid in advance. Next slide, please. My expected costs. Other than fixed costs, I do not have costs for coaching or workshops that I pay out of pocket. Fire ceremonies require firewood and a responsible, reliable fire tender, and a womb healing ceremony involves yoni steam chairs and the actual yoni steam. But those items are not necessary elements just yet. As I grow and learn more, I will make connections to be able to host such ceremonies, but that's on the back burner for now until those pieces fall into place. That's my timer telling me I have a minute left. Next slide, please. My projected profit, since I operate out of my home, that includes my rent, internet, heating, phone, etc. Breaking even is less than satisfactory since I like to have enough money to travel in style. I am aiming for 10 contracted clients and 1 workshop per month, as well as 1 ceremony per month. Next slide, please. All money made from coaching, workshops, and ceremonies stays in my business bank account unless I transfer funds to pay my bills from my personal account. I only invest in those opportunities and experiences that will make me an even better coach and leader. Last slide. The biggest piece of the puzzle for me right now is home ownership, because I need outside space for fire ceremonies and a designated indoor space for meeting with clients for one-on-one sessions when COVID is no longer keeping us isolated. In the meantime, I offer coaching via Zoom and workshops via Zoom, but I know this is not the ideal way to learn for many people. The in-person experience is particularly important for the type of healing energy work I am doing. So last slide, just once again, here's all my contact info. You can email me, and if you would like to book time with me, I can send you a link to do that. And you can also reach me on social media as well.
Woo! Yay, Sage.
Woo!
Yeah.
Great presentation.
Good job, girl.
Awesome. You all are putting so much of yourselves into these presentations, really. Like just showing who you are, even just like the vernacular and the language each person's using, really says a lot about who you are as people, as business owners. And so I'm just loving it. Great work, Sage. Also, too, thank you. And I acknowledge and want to thank you for paying homage to where your practices come from in spiritual work. That's missing, is that respectful piece of this is what, where I'm getting my information from. And I love how you actually listed out who you were taking practices from. So thank you.
You're very welcome. That is, I'm glad that you acknowledge that, because that's very important. We need to understand what appropriation is and not engage in that kind of activity.
Yeah, thank you. All right, cool. Next we have, oops, I went too far. We have Charles. Charles, I'm so excited because I'm gonna try your wings someday soon.
Right?
Everybody's excited. Patrick dropped into the chat Charles' form, so feel free to pull that up. I'll give everybody just a couple more seconds to complete Sage's feedback, and we'll get going. Charles, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm all
Yeah?
right. Yeah, I just realized I should have went harder on the slides. I got the info down, but I should have went harder on the slides.
Oh,
really
stop
just how
it.
I feel. That's how I feel.
For real.
Don't second guess yourself. You're gonna be fine.
You are gonna do great. Like I said, it's not always just about the slides, it's about you as a person and the information that you put. So addressing up the slides is a great bonus, but it's not the end all be all.
I know, I know, but
yeah.
Patrick, has my timer started? Let me know when my timer starts.
Whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Okay. So, hello, of course, and good evening. As always, my name is Charles Hazel. I am the co-owner of AFC Wings and Fish, based, of course, here out of Denver, Colorado. We currently operate only on Sundays, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. We have, of course, intentions to expand. The main plot, of course, we are trying to be the catfish kings in Colorado, catfish and wing kings, rather. We are where culture and food meet, where they collide, and our job is to provide the most affordable meals at the best price, and of course, the best meal. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at AFC Wings and Fish. And of course, you just simply DM us to place an order. Next slide. The management launch strategy, as far as the next steps moving forward, of course, we've purchased our outdoor fryer, so that was the big thing for us as far as launching. From here, it's getting our licensing and then content creation, that being marketing, flyers, of course, reels on Instagram, for example, more pictures, of course, for our Instagram page as well, just that people, of course, see us, see the product, and then, of course, want to purchase it almost instantly. In addition, we're going to do a launch event pretty much around the same time we finish class to get everybody in the community a little more familiar with us. And of course, just to branch out and let everybody know we're a little more mobile now moving forward. You're good. Okay. Growth strategy, of course, in the next 3 months, of course, we'll have the licensing. And then that launch event, we plan to have that April, I believe it's April 24th. That Saturday or Sunday. From there, of course, we'll continue to push the brand and become more mobile. The idea with the outdoor fryer is to be mobile. 4 to 6 months down the line, if everything's going well, we'll purchase a second outdoor fryer, at which point we'll be attending events. I think within this 4 to 6 month range as well, we'll have Juneteenth, the Black Arts Festival, the Taste of Colorado as well, and a few other events to attend and pretty much push a brand out there. 6 to 12 months, we're looking to get into a ghost kitchen or a brick and mortar. The idea behind that allows us to do deliveries such as DoorDash, Uber Eats, and things of that nature. Currently, we can't do that formally, at least. Next slide, please. And then our 3 to 5 key success indicators. For marketing, me personally, I'm thinking the followers and engagement based off our Instagram ads that we've been running. And as far as engagement as well, we want to put an emphasis on rating the food. Of course, the rating system is really what I use personally anytime I'm looking for food or as far as new places to try. So we want to get as high as possible, 5 stars, 4.5 rating, and as well push the brand recognition in the city. Operational KSIs would be the inventory turn, as far as actually moving inventory and product being sold, as well as spend per head when we throw these events, when we host these events. We want to, of course, see how many people are actually spending versus how many people are attending. And a loyalty program. I think that'll definitely help us as well with our operations, because we'll know if we actually are retaining customers or how many customers are new or whatever the case may be. Financials, of course, that'd be net profit, gross profit, cost of goods as well. If we can get our cost of goods down, that'll of course increase our profit streams as well. And then these are the products we have. I did leave one of them off, or just regular fish combo. But of course, we have the 6-piece wing combo, 8-piece, and then the wing and fish combo. These are our most popular, really. $9 for the 6-piece, $11 for the 8-piece, and $18 for the wing and fish. Right now, all of these projections are all based off of what we do on a Sunday. I pretty much took that, multiplied it times 5 for 5 days out of the week, and then 4 for 4 weeks out of the month. So ideally, we're trying to do 100 of the 6 pieces per month, 75 of the 8 pieces, and then about 75 of the wing and fish combo. And then they should generate these numbers down here: $900, $2,010, and then $2,808 moving forward. And then, of course, this reflects the cost of goods sold. You see a range because that reflects the 6-piece all the way up to the wing and fish combo. Average monthly cost of goods, of course, that's going to be $1,334 to about $1,800. It increases in the summer as the demand for product increases as well. And then our immediate fixed costs, those would be the licensing and permits, our marketing and promotions, travel, of course, because we are going to be mobile. I have to factor into the equation the gas going to and from. And then, of course, our cleaning supplies, because at this point, you got to clean up every mess you make. And you can continue. Gross profit, what we're looking at is about roughly $3,345. That's after, of course, the cost of goods. Our net profit forecast, though, it is a wide range. I think that's mostly due to the owner's drive that kicks in on the back end. I think I had to kick it in officially in October. Moving forward, and that'd be $1,000 a month, which will just slowly draw down our net profit. But all of those profits would be, of course, funneled back into the business. Next slide. I have 2-hour turnaround time, just typically speaking. I buy the food same day and then it's sold within 2 hours. Ensure cash on hand checks and balances, of course. We have an accountant that we factored into the equation as well. I figure once we start generating more money, we'll actually need one. At this point, we're just playing with pennies to the dollar, of course. And then, of course, anytime we'll get any money, everything's going back into the business. The idea is to get brick and mortar, so the more money we have on hand, the higher chance we'll be able to do that without asking for loans. And then major costs identified. Since we are going to be launching and being mobile, we'll need a mobile payment system. Of course, the marketing campaign, that's about $150 per month. And then we'll also need a truck. And I just needed a little beater truck to get around to move the cart. So I said it was about $1,500. Funding sources, the PPP, the RMFI, and then our personal finances pretty much have done everything for us up to this point. And that is it. I am Charles Hazel. This is AFC Wings and Fish. Do a little picture in there of the food. Of course, you can see us every Sunday, and then moving forward, you'll be able to find us Monday through Friday, pretty much. So you have it. Sorry, guys, I feel rushed.
Good job, Charles. Good job, bro.
Great job.
That was awesome. So tell us again, when's your launch event? I'm so excited that you're doing a launch event.
Yeah, formally, it's gonna be that weekend after we get out of class. I think, yeah, so that's the 24th of April.
Awesome. Everybody, right now, mark your calendars. What time? Where? Give us some details. I'm telling everybody, mark their calendar.
It'll be on 27th and Walnut. As far as the time, it'll be probably 12 to 6 as we normally do, but don't mark your calendar for the 24th because it might be the 25th. Sunday might be better for us now that I think about it.
Okay, well, tentatively mark your calendar for both days.
Yeah.
That's how I do that. Tentatively mark your calendar for both days for 20, what did you say, 27th and Walnut?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then we'll have more details from Charles closer on which day they're actually doing it on.
Yep.
Yeah, for real.
Awesome.
You need to email us and let us know.
Awesome. Great job, Charles. That was awesome. Next, we're going to go to Myra. Myra, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to give folks a few seconds to finish with Charles' feedback, and then we'll go ahead and get you started. At first, I looked at the camera because you changed your hair and stuff, which you look beautiful. You always look beautiful. But I was like, wait a minute. I was like, she's not a mentor.
No, change my look for tonight.
Yes, you look gorgeous. You always do, but you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
All right. We will go ahead, Mayra, whenever you're ready, go ahead and get started.
All right. Hola todos. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mayra Viña. The name of my business is Cempasúchil Arts. Next slide, please. So, my mission is to create art that sparks joy that lasts a lifetime and opens a window to my Latinx and Indigenous culture. I sell original watercolor art, prints, and commission. Anyone is able to purchase the art because it's an investment in their joy. The art I create is rooted in my Latinx and Indigenous roots and done in ceremony with my ancestors. My art is inspired by experiences that have brought peace, inspiration, and most importantly, have encouraged resilience in my mental health and well-being. If you are interested in viewing and purchasing an original watercolor art piece or print that sparked joy for you, you can see and buy it on Facebook and Instagram at Cempasúchil Arts. You can also email me at cempasúchil@gmail.com for commission pieces. Investing in joy today. Next slide, please. The following is my launch strategy. So in the first few months, I will create and distribute information on social media through Facebook and Instagram, purchase art supplies, register my business for both my business and also for liability insurance, and also invest in copyrights license. I also hope to be a part of 2 art pop-up events for summer 2021. Next slide, please. My ongoing strategy is the following. In the first few months, the goal is to register my business, like I mentioned earlier, invest in copyrights, my marketing plan, build my website and e-commerce site, component, and sell 6 prints, 4 originals, and 2 to 4 commissions per month, register for the art pop-up events, and maintain a quarterly financial and business health check. And that's the same for the following 4 to 12 months. With also at the end of the first year, I'd like to do a reset on my goals and also launch a Patreon site where clients and customers are able to buy incentives through the different tiers that they invest their money into and subscription. Next slide, please. The following are my key success indicators. For marketing, to increase 50% in followers on social media. And of those, 3 to 5% convert to sales. Also, 50% of my customers refer friends and family, and 25% of those referrals convert to sales as well. For operations, that 100% of my art is delivered on time and undamaged. Also, having my website and an e-commerce component functioning, and as well as having inventory. For financials, that my projected product sales are accurate in net profit, and that the average unit sold creates revenue over time. This is a side business, not a full-time business. Next slide. My revenue assumptions are the following. I sell 3 different products, so prints, originals, and commissions. Both start at a baseline, all start at a different baseline, $15, $35, and $65. My goal is to sell a combination of 10 to 20 sales
And my forecasted monthly revenue will be between $600 to $700 with investment in marketing. Next slide, please. The following are my cost assumptions. So the average cost of goods are $5. The goal of the sales is to sell between 10 to 20 different products or a combination of the products. And there's a breakdown to your right. And my monthly COGS forecast is $93. So if I were to invest in marketing, my registration in my business, continue to invest in my art supplies and the website and e-commerce, it comes out to a total of $80 for my monthly fixed cost. Next slide, please. The following are my profit assumptions. If I gain a revenue of $670 per month and my COGS are $93, then my monthly gross is $577. So then my net profit converts into $353.50. And this is because I broke it down on what I need to sell to break even each month, which is either selling 4 commissions per month or 8 originals per month or 22 prints per month. Next slide, please. So my financial cash flow is the following. That payment in advance for prints and original pieces are required, and 50% deposit at the time of booking for commissions and 50% after commission is completed and before delivered. My strategy to ensure enough cash on hand to pay my bills, which aren't very many, is to sell the goal amount of products that I mentioned earlier in the last slide. And my strategy with what I'll do with my net profits is invest in a business account, create new products, my registration fee for art events, for business costs, and also to build my Patreon site next year. Next slide, please. The following are my capital needs. So if I were to invest on a yearly basis, my marketing and social media plan, my website and e-commerce site, my art supplies, my registration for my business, which will be a one-time fee, and then it goes down to $10, and my copyrights. Then to launch my business this first year will cost $1,107. So my funding resources are my personal investment, as well as I'm considering an RMMFI loan just in case I need it. Next slide. So again, the name of my business is Sempa Xochitl Arts. My name is Mayra Viña. Thank you all. Gracias. Ometelo Tlaxocamati. And you can reach me on Facebook and Instagram at Sempa Xochitl Arts, or email me at sempasochitl@gmail.com. Gracias. Good night.
Woo!
Yay. Good job, Mayra.
That was awesome.
Good job.
Man, you killed it. You all killed it. I know that numbers were nerve-wracking for you all. You were hiding it. I could tell during class, but you guys all showed up tonight and you did it. You did it. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. So congrats. If we could all take ourselves off mute and give our students, our entrepreneurs, a round of applause.